Hi, very good evening. My name is Ayush Swastham and I'm here to present a DSA assignment in front of you. That is DSA question 17, in which basically I have to solve an easy level LeetCode problem. So let's continue with this. Let me share my screen with you. Yeah. So here's the question. It says that LeetCode homework set 17. It is basically saying to submit a video solution for any medium level LeetCode problem. That would do what is that? It will simply uh, and then I have to submit the solution to see the final output if it is getting accepted or not. Without wasting time, let's move on to the question. The question that I've selected is question number 75, sort colors. And it basically says that you have a array of numbers that will have numbers 0, 1, and 2. And those 0, 1, and 2 will represent three different colors. That is 0 will represent color red, 1 will represent color white, and 2 will represent color blue. And I have to sort them in the order red, white, and blue, basically in the order of 0, 1, and 2. This is like 2, 0, 2, 1, 1, 0, 30, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2. This is how it should be sorted. So let's continue to the solution. Now, if I like going to explain the code, it will be a bit harder for you as well as for me to explain it and for you to understand it. So what I'm going to do is that I will gonna see you this visual representation. So it's a bit easier for you to understand as well as a bit easier for me to explain it to you. Now let's do what I'm going to do is that I'll simply set three pointers named as start, medium, and end. In the code, I have taken it as different, but here I'll take it in this different. And I'll set the mid pointer at the starting index, start at the starting index as well, and the end at the last index. Now, according to the values of num mid, okay, wherever my mid pointer will represent different values. Okay, when my mid pointer value is 0, it's 1 and 2. So when the mid pointer is at the value 0, this code will run. When it is at 1, this will happen, and when it is 2, it will happen different. So it completely depends upon where the mid pointer is in the array. Now I have also taken another temporary variable to basically swap values here, as you can see. So this is an algorithm known as the Dutch national flag algorithm. The Dutch national flag algorithm, let me give you a slight idea about it. It was basically developed by a Dutch scientist, Dutch computer scientist named Edgar Dijkstra. His shortest path algorithm in which basically you have to find shortest path between two nodes, that's known as a Dijkstra algorithm is very famous. And this is also a very simple but a sort of easier sorting method that has been developed by him. So now let's continue to the solution as well. Now what I'm going to do is that I will check at the values. Now I can see that the mid pointer is at the value 2. What would happen? It simply says that the value that is at the medium pointer and the value is a high pointer. In my case, it is end. These two value will be swapped, and then the high pointer will decrement, or basically the end pointer will decrement. So what would happen? These two values will be swapped. Let's let's swap them. Okay, I think these have been connected. That's why it's not moving. Let me delete this first. And let's set another pointer like this. Okay, so this value will be swapped here, and this value will belong to the last. This is been connected as well. Sorry, this has been connected as well. So this 2 will be here, and this 0 will be here. Okay, values have been swapped. Now let me draw this. Okay. Now what would happen after swapping the values? I will decrement the end pointer. So now my end pointer will be like this. Okay, end pointer will decrement simply, and now middle point, nothing will happen to the middle pointer as because of the coding whatever is it in the coding. Now as I can see that my middle pointer mid point is at 0. What would happen when it is at 0? The value at the low and the value at the middle will be swapped, and then low will be incremented as well as the middle will be incremented. In my case, what will happen? The medium, okay, and the low value will be swapped. Now, as I can see that my medium is at 0 and as well as my start value is at 0. So what would happen? Once again, nothing will happen and just the values will be incremented. So my medium will be here and uh, it will be incremented. Okay. Now, once again, I can see that the same thing is happening once again. Both values are same once again. So what would happen? This will increment once again without stopping because as the values are same, I can't swap them. And it will increment once again. Now I can see that my case 2 is gonna happen and the middle pointer is at 2 once again. So what would happen? The middle pointer at 2 and end pointer will swap each other. So my 2 will be here and my 1 will be here. So it's like this. Okay, 2 will be here and the end pointer will decrement by one step, that is high minus minus. Now my medium pointer is at 1 now. Now the case is different. At 1, it will simply, the medium pointer will simply just increment it and move one step to the right. So nothing would happen and just this value will be incremented. Now start is there. Once again, I can see that this case happening, case 1, sorry, where is it? It is at middle pointer is at 0. So I can see that case 0 will happen. The value of the low pointer or the start pointer and the value at the mid pointer will be swapped and the low and the middle pointer will, or basically start and the middle pointer will increment. So these two value will be swapped, the start and the middle one. So what would happen? 0 will be here and 1 will be here, like this. Okay. Now, as you can see, the whole array is sorted. Now, but when and this will be basically incremented, so it will be here, and this thing will be here. Now the whole thing is sorted, and the loop will break because it's a condition while medium is less than equal to high, and high is basically end. Now both values, medium and the end, is equal, so the loop will break here. Basically, the whole loop will break, and now the solution will be done. And we'll simply return the result. Okay, this is what basically not returning the result, just swapping the values in place. Nothing new is gonna happen. That's why we don't need to return it. Now, as I can see that after every processing, after every step, the whole array has been sorted, and it is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, and 2, 2. So this is how the Dutch national flag algorithm works, and the whole array has been sorted. This is a very good algorithm to sort the problem of this kind because it will actually reduce the time complexity because when you try to compare each value by the rest of them, this will take a very longer time and the time complexity will be increase as well. But in this case, nothing is especially is happening and the swapping is taken at in place. So the time complexity of this problem is basically big O of n. That is a linear time complexity, and so that's the time complexity is very less. So, and the space complexity is big O of 1. So this is a very optimized method to solve problems of this kind. And hence, by this, when this problem has been solved, let me submit it to show the acceptance. Yeah, so my problem is acceptance. See, there is a very small time, 0 millisecond, and the time complexity is very optimized. So this is how this problem has been done, and it has submitted successfully as well. Thank you very much.